discussed about two things. One is log level. Second one is adding multiple sources. In log level, we understand some important points. Those important points are log level is set at the level of what's a user level. That means for each and every user individually you can set the log level. Let us say for ABC user I can set log level as 2. For XYZ user I can set log level as 3. Some other user I can set log level as 0. So this log level property belongs to user. User level we can set this one. Next, to improve the performance, normally in production mode we'll keep this as 0. If we keep this as 0, Oracle-based server will not write any logs. The time whatever it is there, writing time, that time will be saved to the Oracle-based server. Due to that one, it will focus on other activities, so performance will be improved. Next, we want to access our corresponding logs, then you can go administration, manage sessions, and you can access that one. If you want to access all the logs, then we need to go to the path. That path is available. Where's our BA11G instance 1. Next, diagnostics. Next, Oracle-based server, core applications. Then core applications. Then log. There I have nqquery.log. Here entire logs will be available. Then we went for log level 1 and log level 2 differences. In the log level 1, we observed number 1. It will register username who created this log, session ID, those are information. Second is it creates logical SQL. Third is it talks about query status, it is success or failure. Fourth one is corresponding to all the time, query execution time or whatever it may be, corresponding to all the times. These 4 parameters also available in our log level 2. On top of these 4 log levels, we also have what's that? Physical SQL query. Next, general query info. General query info contains subject area name, business model name, repository name, these all things. Then we have a number of rows written from the database, number of rows written from the client, number of rows shown in the client. These are the 4 parameters, extra parameters are there. That is what the log level 1 and log level 2 difference, what you understand. After that, we went for adding multiple sources. That means in our BMM layer, we have logical table and we have logical table source. One logical table source may contain n number of physical tables. One logical table may contain n number of logical table sources. While we are dragging and dropping from physical layer to BMM layer, we can drag and drop onto LTS or onto LT. If data is not duplicated, then we need to drag and drop onto logical table source. If data is duplicated, then we need to drag and drop onto logical table. Yesterday, whatever we enhanced the product information, in that one data is not duplicated. That is the reason each one by one column I dragged and dropped onto the logical table source. Going forward, in one of the concepts, aggregate tables concepts, we will talk about dragging and dropping a physical column onto logical table. Whenever we are saying aggregate table, that means data is duplicated. Okay, right. That's what yesterday we learned, adding multiple sources. Then today we need to go for next chapter that is called as calculations. Put heading as adding calculations to fact. Put heading as adding calculations to a fact. Adding calculations to a fact. Right. These calculations are very important chapters actually. Very important chapter. Suppose let us say you need to develop 100 reports. All the reports you have one calculation. Let us say tax calculation is available. tax calculation is available. Then in that situations, always it is recommended to do the tax calculation not in the report level, in the RPD level. In the RPD level. Why? Because it is a reusable one. Once you developed, once you create it in the RPD, that we can reuse in multiple reports or not. Yes. That due to that reusability purpose, any calculation, if it is used more than once, surely that we need to create in the RPD level. Am I clear that point? Why, when you need to go for this one? Yes. And to create these calculations, we have these are the points you need to understand end of this lesson. Describe a calculation measure and its use in a business model. Next, how to create new calculation measure based on logical column. This point is important. Based on what, sir? Logical columns. Next, create new calculation measure based on what, sir? Physical columns. Next, create a new calculation based on what, sir? Calculation wizard. So these are, how many types of calculations are there, sir? By seeing this one, 3 types of calculations, right? One is based on logical columns, based on physical columns, based on calculation wizard. These are the 3 types of calculations what are available. Now, business problem. What is the business problems? Normally, if you see, business need to track the effectiveness of their operations. Business want to use business rather than technical language to ask business questions. Suppose a business person came in, they will ask, please, I have one problem in my supermarket. I want to know inventory problems. That is, inventory is what, sir? That is a business terminology. If it's same thing, if ask technical people, that guy will tell, okay, we have one stock column, the stock column we can show in the report. This is what, sir? Our technical terminology. That means business people always like to ask questions in the business terminology rather than technical language. One of the example is, show me the accounts receivable balance as of Q3. As of Q3, how much amount I will get? That's what he is asking the question. As a technical person, what you need to do, sir? You need to sum up Q1 sales plus Q2 sales plus Q3 sales, then it will give you Q3 total receivable balance. Now, some information is derived from other data such as derive money outstanding. Suppose in supermarket we are the retailer, then we have what, sir? Compare amount billed with amount received. How much amount is billed and how much amount is received. These 2 things will give you money outstanding. Next, derive units back ordered. Compare units ordered with units shipped. So that means how many pending orders are there? You come to understand if you compare these 2 things. What I am trying to say is some calculations are there. These calculations are derived from existing columns, correct? One calculation is derived from existing columns, like that calculations we want here. These all business problems we can solve using business solution. That is, Oracle based server provides utilities to create calculation measures in the business model. Use the expression builder to create new logical columns with a calculation formula. Use existing logical columns or physical columns as objects in the formula. Use the calculation wizard to create calculation measures based on existing logical columns. Add calculation measures to the presentation layer so that users can pose business questions in answers by using familiar terminology. Any questions in this one, sir? Any questions? If you go one by one, this is what end of the day we are going to do. We have here month, we have here unit ordered, we have here unit shipped, but what is not there, sir? Difference is not there. The difference is called as normally cuts. Cuts are back order or pending orders, whatever terminology we are saying, all are one and same. We have 3 terminologies here. One is cuts, second one is back order, third one is next what, sir? Cuts, back order, pending order. These are the 3 terminologies what we have. Perfect. Now, to do the 3 terminologies, we have these are the things. Steps for using existing logical columns. How to derive a new column using what, sir? Existing logical column. Shall we go and do this one? Yes. Let me open your RPD. I am opening your RPD. Start. All programs. Next, Oracle Business Intelligence. Next, BA Administration. Then I am opening your RPD. File menu. Open. Offline. What is your RPD name, sir? B151 EBA. Click on open. Then I am providing password as RRITech123. Then if you see carefully here, I have here fact table, but I don't have what, sir? Cuts column. I want cuts column. Cuts is nothing but pending orders. Cuts is nothing but pending orders. Right. I would like to create a column. Right click on this one, new object. Then I have here one option that is called as logical column. This logical column name I am giving as cuts. Cuts. This is the US terminology. Normally in our India we used to say pending orders. In US they used to say that is cuts or back orders. Okay, anything. Now, if you go for column source, there I have one option that is what, sir? Derived from existing columns using an expression. Select this radio button. Here I have one button, that button only called as what, sir? Expression builder. That means throughout our RPD, anywhere if you want to do any calculation, one window will appear. That window is called as what, sir? Expression builder. That is the reason I given this point here. Oracle based server provides utilities to create calculation in this one. Use the what, sir? Expression builder to create new logical columns with a calculation formula. Now in this expression builder we need to create calculation. Now I am going for logical tables and I need to go for sales fact table, and I want here unit ordered and unit shipped. Double click on this unit ordered. Then I want minus and unit shipped. Okay, click on OK. Again click on OK. Automatically cuts is associated with aggregation rule. Yes or no? Why it is associated is, inside this cuts I use two columns. One is called as unit ordered, other is called as unit shipped. This unit ordered, unit shipped already associated with aggregation rule or not? So the inputs whatever I used for this cuts is already aggregated. That is the reason this column also aggregated. Now expose that into the presentation layer so that users can use this column. I am exposing into presentation layer. Then go for the save this one. Click on S. It is saved. No errors are there. Click on OK. Go to the file menu. Click on close. Once you close that one, I want to load this RPD. How to load it, sir? Go to which manager? Enterprise manager. Yes, I am going to the enterprise manager. Then I need to log in as a user called as WebLogic. I need to log in as a user called as WebLogic. Then password RRITech123. Click on login. So simple definition, if we say calculation meaning deriving new column from existing columns is called as what, sir? Calculation. Simple definition. Deriving a new column from existing columns is called as calculation. If it is a reusable calculation, you can do calculation in the front end. I mean to say report end, or you can do it where, sir? RPD also. When you need to go for report, when you need to go for RPD, sir? If a calculation is specific to that report, then report level is preferable. If a calculation is reusable, that means many times I can use in many reports, then you need to go for RPD level. Always best suggestion is go for RPD level only. Right. Business intelligence, core applications. Next I need to go for a column called as deployment. I didn't load your RPD, right? I didn't open your online mode. The question is here, we can reload from the analytics. Is it possible, sir? I opened in the offline mode and I did it in offline mode. In the server, your RPD is not there. After your batch, I have 2 more batches, right? Those RPDs are available in my server. Okay, repository, lock and edit configuration, close, then minimize, browse, then I have here B151 underscore EBA, open, then password as RR itech123, I'm sorry, RR itech123, RR itech123, click on apply, click on activate changes, activate changes, close, then what, sir? Capacity management, then BA server, then restart selected, click on S, once it is started, then we can go for developing a report. Yes, now I am going to the developing of a report. I am logging into the analytics. Username as WebLogic, password as RRITech123. Then I am going for new report, analysis, B151 supplier sales. I am taking one column called as month code and year column. Year column I am taking in first position, month code. Then I am going for unit ordered, unit shipped, then cuts. Right. I am clicking on results. Then we got here output. Output is what, sir? This minus this equal to 4783. 47. This many pending orders are there each month. These many pending orders are there month wise. Okay, month wise these many pending orders are available. Perfect. This calculation is based on logical columns or physical columns, sir? Based on logical columns only. I would like to see backend query also for this one. I would like to see backend query also for this one. How I can see backend query, sir? I need to go to administration, click on OK, click on manage sessions. Then we have in the bottom, I have what's here? View log. If you click on view log, if you go bottom, then we have here, this is what our query, right? Yes or no? If you see query, I have here sum of unit ordered, next sum of unit shipped, these all things, year column and month code column, these all things are available. And the query writing style is somewhat different, sir. The query writing style is somewhat different. If you see, this query will be executed first, sir. This query will be executed first. Then what is this column is aliased, sir? C1. What is this column is aliased, sir? C2. What is this column is aliased? C3. What is this column is aliased? C4. These are 4 columns will be coming as a year and it will execute now. C1 means what, sir? Here your unit order. C2 next C3. Here what it is doing, sir? C2 minus C1 as what, sir? C4 C5 C6 is giving. So from this you need to understand one single point. The single point is first it is summing individual values. Thereafter whatever results we got, that result is subtracting. Correct or not? It is summing individual values. We got one number. That number it is keeping in the buffer. Here also we got what, sir? One number, it is keeping in the buffer. These 2 values it is subtracting. What I mean to say is, let us say, I have here one Excel sheet. In that one I would like to explain. Let us say this is unit ordered column. Unit ordered. This is external exam question, sir. That is the reason it is simple one only. but I would like to explain this one. Unit ordered, unit shipped, two columns are there. How it is doing is, let us say unit ordered is equal to 10, this is equal, let us say 20, this is equal, let us say 30. Unit shipped is equal, let us say 8, this is equal, let us say 15, this is equal, let us say 25. Like this are available. Our simple calculation is simple, I give here 5. Now what it is doing is, it is summing these all things. Summing these all things means what, sir? 60 is the sum. It is doing first totals. It is doing first totals. What is the sum of these all things, sir? 25 plus 15, 40, 45, right? What is the difference of these two things, sir? Difference of sums we are doing, right? Difference of totals. How much are difference of totals? It is 15, right? That's how it is calculated. Individual unit orders, it is summing. Finally, we are getting one number. Individual unit shipped we are summing. Finally, we are getting one number. The two numbers, it is subtracting. Okay, this point we understand very clearly. No issues. Now let me go for next type of calculation. What is the next type of calculation, sir? As per our document, we have three types of calculations. One is based on logical columns. Second is what, sir? Based on physical columns. When you need to go for this one? Suppose, let us assume this one. Go to file menu. Let me open the online mode. I am opening in online mode. RR iTech 123. RR iTech 123. Then I am opening in online. Mode. Then if you see here we have calculated cuts column using these logical columns, right? Suppose assume like these two columns are not available here. Then what you will do? You need to take help of physical columns or not? That means whenever you want to do one calculation, first priority goes to logical columns. If those logical columns are not available, then we need to go for physical columns. Assume like I don't have those columns, then I am going for physical columns. In the physical columns also I have unit ordered column, unit shipped column. Now my goal is I want to calculate a column using these two columns. How we can do is, already people are aware of it. The logical column to physical column relationship is defined where, sir? Within the LTS it is defined. The logical column to physical column relationship is defined in the LTS. Why can't you can go for LTS table and there you can create column mapping, new column, right? I am creating a new column. The new column name is equal to I am giving as cuts P. Why I am giving P is it is based on physical columns. Click on OK. Then I got here cuts P. Then it is expecting some expression. My expression is unit ordered minus unit shipped. Click on this expression builder, edit expression, automatically opens expression builder. Previously it is based on logical columns. That's the reason we got logical tables. Now we got what, sir? Physical tables. Then select here D1 orders 2. Then we have here two columns. One is unit ordered. Next minus, this is what, sir? Unit shipped. Click on OK. Now you observe carefully, cuts P is not associated with any aggregation rule, correct? Why? Because inside this cuts P, I use this unit ordered, unit shipped. These two are not associated with any aggregation rule. Then we need to go for aggregation rule and we need to define manually. I am defining manually this as sum. Click on OK. Once you define that one, drag and drop that cuts P into measures. Then click on check-in changes, click on S, click on OK, save it. Then go to the front end. Then go back. Then I am going for new report, let us say new analysis B151 supplier sales. This time also I want to take year column as usual, month code column as usual. Then I would like to take sales. In that one measures. One is what, sir? Unit ordered, unit shipped. Where is my cuts P? I didn't reload server metadata, so I need to do that one. Click on reload server metadata. Then automatically you should get here CUTSP. Expand the sales, measures. Then we got CUTSP. Double click on this CUTSP. Click on results. Then if you see carefully, previously also it is 4783 or not? Now also is 4783. That means the result is same. The result is same. How the query is formed backend, that we need to concentrate. How the query is formed backend, we need to concentrate. Previously, it is summed individual values. Result we got units of the result. It's summed unit shipped value. Result we got these two things. It is subtracted, right? Now we'll go back and we'll see it how it is happened. Administration next. Manage sessions next. Bottom of this one we have our view log. Go to the view log. Click on this view log. Then if you see here carefully. It is executing from cache, sir. Okay, it is executing from cache. What I am doing is I am closing these all cursors. Okay, once I close these all cursors, then my save side backend also here we have on cache. This cache also I am removing. I have here also on cache. What is this cache is come to understand later point of time. Okay, I am purging it. Purging nothing but cleaning. I cleaned that one. Okay, two caches I clean. Now same report I would like to run it. So go back. Then automatically this report is refreshing. Automatically this report is refreshing means query is executed or not. It is retrieved data. Then I can go for where sir? Administration, manage sessions, next view log. Then if you see here carefully, see this one sir. See this one. What it is trying to do, sir? It is trying to do difference of these two columns by doing what, sir? Individual rows subtraction. I mean to say what exactly it is doing is like this it is doing. First it is subtracting these two things. What is the answer, sir? 5. What is the answer this two subtraction means, sir? 5. What is this total subtraction means, sir? 5. Then what is this total sum, sir? That is 15. Like this it is doing. Individual rows it is subtracting. After that individual rows differences it is summing. Correct or not? Anyhow, if you do like this or if you do like this, both are one and same result. Why? But how it is doing, I need to understand. How it is doing, I need to. That means first it is summing, then subtracting, or first it is subtracting, then summing. First situation is what, sir? First it is summing, then subtracting. In second situation, what, sir? First it is subtracting, then summing. This is what the external exam question will come. If you use logical columns, in your calculation, first it will sum and subtract, or first it will subtract and then sum, or none of these, or all. Okay, or whatever system likes. Like this, some options will be there. At the time, what you will choose. If you are not observing these queries, means surely you will put that answer as something wrong, right? Yes or no? We are not aware of that point. Yes or no? We are not aware of that point. Sure, we will get some wrong answer. It might be simple only. Okay, that we understand very clearly. No issues. Let me go back. And I left with one calculation that is called as, what, sir? Calculation wizard. Let me go for calculation wizard. I am going for F1 sales. Here I have unit ordered, unit shipped, two columns are there. Now I want to do same calculation that is called as pending orders or cuts or whatever it is. Now I am unit ordered, I am right clicking. Then I have what, sir? Calculation wizard one option. If you click on this calculation wizard, it is giving some information to you. Use this wizard to create new calculation columns that compare two existing columns. The wizard has expression templates handling special cases such as null values and division by zero. What is this meaning? What is the meaning of null values and division by zero, sir? Let us say I am going for our database. Toad I am logging in. I am logging into the Toad. As user Scott and Tiger. as user Scott and password as Tiger. Now click on connect. Now click on connect. Now I am writing one query, sir. Please try to give answer for this one. Select 100 plus null from dual. What is the answer, sir? 100 options are number 1. 100 null, 100 and null, none of these. Null. F9 I am pressing. What you got, sir? Null we got. That is the only reason. Suppose let us say I am writing employee number, comma, sal, comma, commission, comma, sal plus commission from EMP table. F9. Then if you see here carefully, the problem is, if you see here carefully, here I have employee number 7963. What is that guy's salary is what, sir? 800. That guy commission is what, sir? Null. As that guy commission is null, you are not paying anything to him. Is it correct answer? His commission is not there, then we need to pay. What is his salary is there that we need to pay. That is the only reason. What we will follow is before summing, we will be using one function that is called as NVL function, and we are replacing wherever commission is null, that with what, sir? 0. So this function will be first it is executed. Wherever commission is there, wherever commission null is there, that will be replaced with what, sir? 0. Then whatever result we got, that result will be added to salary. Now we press F9. Invalid SQL statement. Maybe I didn't select it total. F9. Now what happens, sir? This is wrong column. This is what, sir? Right column. If it is, even though it is null is there, it is giving what, sir? 800. Null handling means this is what the null handling. This is what the null handling. Automatically system, automatically my wizard will help you to handle the null value situations. Wherever null is there, it will replace the null with what, sir? 0. Not only 0, can I replace wherever 0 it is there? Wherever 0 it is there, I can give 100 rupees, sir. Okay. Let us say I am pressing F9, then I got what, sir? 900. That means that also possible. Normally we use NVL function to replace commissions with 0. But it also accepts any numeric columns. Suppose there I want to provide some string value. Is it possible, sir? No, not at all possible. We need to give any numeric values only. Normally we will go with a 0. This is one thing. Now I would like to ask one more question. Please answer this one. Select 100 by 0 from dual. What is the answer, sir? 0, 0 get cancelled. 10 is the answer, right? No? Okay, correct. What is the answer, sir? Divisor is equal to 0. That is what the error is giving. This is called as next problem. Next problem is what, sir? And division by 0. Whenever you are dividing with 0, automatically this wizard will handle that problem also. Okay, that's how it will be useful. Now I am clicking on next. Unit order already you selected. From that unit order, what column you want to subtract, sir? What column you want to subtract? Unit shift. So I am selecting unit shift. Then click on next. Then I have here change. That change I am giving the name as cuts. W I am giving because I am using wizard. And also you can calculate percentage change. See, sir, in the case of change, it is a small formula. It is replacing if null of this one, then it is what, sir? 0. If null of this column, it is replacing with what, sir? 0. If you want to put some other value also, you can put here. But by default is 0. And percentage change. See, sir, how much big formula is there? Because your denominator, these all things will be there. It is handling null values as well as it is handling division with 0 values. Whenever you want to do percentage change calculations, better to take help of calculation wizard. If you want to calculate only change means it is not a big deal. We can write that manually also, right? If null function once we saw that we can write manually or not. We can write manually also. But percentage change is the one big calculation is there here. Better to take help of this calculation wizard. Right. Click on next. Then click on next. It is created 2 columns. One is cuts W, then is percentage change. click on finish. Those two columns came here. Drag and drop these two columns. Drag and drop these two columns into measures. If you see the functions cuts W and cuts S, both the things I want to compare. If you go for the cuts S, what is the formula, sir, here? Unit order minus unit shipped. What is the cuts W formula, sir? If null is the extra part. Only that is the extra part. Remaining all are same or not? Remaining all are same. Calculation wizard is using logical columns or physical columns? Logical columns only. If you see here it is saying B151 sales. B151 is nothing but my business model name. My business model name. It is using logical columns only. Click on OK. Now click on check in changes. Click S. Click OK. Click save it. I want to override my original copy. Go to file menu. Then copy as. What is your original copy name, sir? B151 underscore EBA. Click on save. Click on S. Perfect. Now go to the front end. And I'm going back. And I would like to reload server metadata. I'm reloading server metadata. Then I'm going for a new report, analysis. Click on B151 supply sales. Click on OK. Then I'm taking two columns. One is calendar year next, month code next, sales. And from the year I'm taking unit ordered, unit shipped, then cuts W. If you click on the results, this also will give same result or not, sir? Same result will give, that is called as 4783. In our query, if you see, what is the extra part will be there, sir? If null will be, extra part will be there. How to confirm that one? Go to the administration, then click on OK, then click on your manage sessions, then go bottom of view log. Then if you see here carefully, what happens, sir? NVL function is extra, it is there. In OBI terminology, if null function. In our Oracle terminology, it is what, sir? NVL function. In our OBI, the function name is what, sir? If null. In our Oracle understanding terminology, it is NVL. Am I clear, sir? Now we have one question in front of you. Sir, I have here calculation based on physical columns, calculation based on logical columns, calculation based on calculation wizard. Three things are there. If I require to do a calculation, then what I need to follow, which I need to use, which is the best practice? Best practice is always logical column, sir. Best practice is always logical column. Calculation wizard is whenever you want to do percentages, these are things. To avoid manual work, you can use the calculation wizard. Remaining all cases, we need to go for what, sir? Logical columns only. If logical column is not available, then we need to look for physical columns. Why, sir? If logical column is there also, why can't I can use physical columns? Reason is, let us say one simple example. I created 100 calculations based on physical column. Some reason in the database that physical column name is changed. Then I need to change the physical layer or not? If you change in the physical layer, automatically these 100 columns we need to change or not? That means 100 minutes of time we need to waste. Instead of that one, if you take in physical column, whatever it is there, once you take it into the logical layer, that column used in 100 places, then any changes occurred in the database, how many places you need to modify, sir? Only one place. That means it is saving lot of time or not? That is the reason, reusability purpose, first priority goes to where, sir? Logical columns. If logical columns are not available, then we need to look for physical columns. Whenever you want to do some percentage calculations and all, then we need to look for calculation wizard. I am repeating the situation when you need to go for it. Whenever you want to go for reusability functionalities, surely we need to go for what, sir? Logical columns only. That is the first priority. First priority is based on logical columns. If those are not available, then only we need to go for physical columns. Whenever some percentage change calculations are there, then we need to look for calculation wizard. These are the three types of calculations what available. If I use logical columns calculation, then some will be happens first and then we subtracted, or what is that, sir? Some will be happens first, then results will be subtracted. If you use physical columns, then what will happen, sir? individual records will be subtracted, then it will be sum. These are the stories what you understand. Okay, this is what the total your calculation chapter. Then let me move on to the next chapter that is called as. Any questions on this one, sir? You want me to walk through this one? I can walk through it. So this is what the business problems, business solutions, ABC examples, implementation methods. First one is we are going for steps for using existing logical columns. How many steps are there, sir? 3 steps are there. One is create a new logical column, specify logical columns as the source, build a formula. I am going and giving the name as cuts. Then I am defining the formula as using this use existing logical columns. Then I am defining the formula as minus this one. Okay, then I am going forward, sir. Physical columns, give the name. Next, define the formula. Here I am defining the formula. Once you define the formula, one step extra step is there. That is what, sir? Aggregation rule we need to associate. Then we can use the calculation wizard. Open the calculation wizard. Choose the column for this one. Then click on next, go for that one. 2 columns will be created. Finally, we got those all columns. These all columns we are exposing into presentation layer. Once you expose into presentation layer, those things will be available for the reporting. Those things I am taking the report and I am observing the logical. I given this point also exclusively. SQL calculates difference between units ordered and unit shaped and applies the aggregation rule after the calculation. What I used, sir, here? Cuts P. Cuts P means physical columns. Okay. Next, if you see this one, here what I used, sir? Cuts S. Cuts S whenever I use, what it is doing, sir? First it is summing, then whatever results we got, it is subtracting it. That also I given here. So SQL first applies the aggregation rules to the columns and then calculates the difference. Next, we went for example using logical columns and all. Then we are going for calculation wizard. Calculation wizard extra functionality is what, sir? NVL function will be there. The NVL function will be extra functionality. What is applicable? Summary. You understand everything. Any questions on this chapter? Right. Let me go for next chapter. That is called as very important chapter. Very important chapter. That is creating dimensional hierarchies. Put heading, sir. Put heading. Creating dimensional hierarchies. Creating dimensional hierarchies. Creating dimensional hierarchies. Perfect. Now, first I will talk level based images later point of time. Also given heading also creating dimensional hierarchies only. Okay, in the dimension hierarchy, I am seeing 2 words, sir. One is dimension, other one is what, sir? Hierarchy. How many types of tables we have, sir? 2 types. What are those? Dimension tables, fact tables. How to identify it is a dimension table or fact table, sir? A table contains at least 1 measure column, that is fact tables. No measure columns, that is dimension tables. Some examples for dimension tables: customer table, product table, time table, sales representative table. Okay, these all things are examples for dimension tables. In our RPD also, in fact, we have 3 dimensions. One is called as this is what, sir? Time dimension. This is what, sir? Customer dimension. This is what, sir? Products dimension. 3 dimensions are available here. And how many fact tables are available, sir? 1 fact table is available. So by seeing this title itself, something it is saying as this concept is totally related to what, sir? Dimension tables. Next word we are seeing hierarchy. What do you mean by hierarchy? If you go your company also, there will be one hierarchy. One team member top, team lead top, project lead top, let us say project manager top. We have what's whom, sir? Senior manager top, we have assistant director next, senior director next, AVP, assistant vice president next, SVP, senior vice president, Like this, designations will be keep on going, right? Can I say this is one hierarchy? One hierarchy. Hierarchy is not only in the employee table. Hierarchy also available, geography also. In the geography, if you take, I have one world. In the world, what is there, sir? Countries are there. In country, what is there, sir? Different states are there. In state, what is there, sir? Different districts are there. District contains the mandals, mandal contains villages, so many things. Not only in the geography, if you go for the time also 1 year is there. Year contains what, sir? So many quarters. Quarter contains months. Months contains weeks. Weeks contains days. Like this is there. If you take in products also, I have product type. One product type contains a number of subtypes. One subtype contains a number of generic products. One generic product contains a number of specific products. Am I clear? I mean to say, each and every dimension table if you take one hierarchy must be there. But it's not applicable for fact table. If I give one fact table, sales fact table, I given columns, unit order, unit shift. Can you give an hierarchy? No, it's not applicable for fact table. It's applicable only for dimension table. Right. End of this chapter, we need to understand how to create hierarchies for our 3 dimension tables. One is time, second is customer, third is products. As of now, we understand what is the hierarchy. Can I define hierarchy in this way, sir? One-to-many relationship. One-to-many relationship is called as hierarchy. Generic one-to-many relationship is hierarchy. Because if I take an year column and if I take an quarter column, 1 year contains how many quarters, sir? So many quarters, right? Many quarters. That's a one-to-many. If I take in one country and state column, one country contains how many states, sir? So many states. Can I say that also one-to-many? So wherever you see one-to-many is available. One-to-many relationship is nothing but called as what, sir? Hierarchy. Hierarchy. Right. This end of this one, you people will be understanding these all points. Creating level-based hierarchies, creating parent-child hierarchies, creating unbalanced hierarchies, creating level-based measures, creating rank and share measures. If you go for next slide, hierarchies are divided into how many types, sir? 3 types. One is level-based hierarchies. Second one is parent-child hierarchies. Third one is unbalanced hierarchies. This parent-child hierarchy and unbalanced hierarchy came newly in OBA 11G. In OBA 11G it came newly. In OBA 10G it was not available. In OBA 10G these things are not available. Right. Now let us go for first one, that is called as what, sir? Level-based hierarchy. First one let us go for, that is called as level-based hierarchy. Yes, I am going for level-based hierarchy. Introduces formal hierarchies into a business model. One-to-many relationship among what, sir? Among columns is called as level-based hierarchy. The definition of level-based hierarchy is one-to-many relationship among columns is called as level-based hierarchy. If I give you here one example also. If I take 1 year, year contains what, sir? N number of quarters, n number of quarters, quarter contains n number of months, month contains n number of days. This is one hierarchy. Always it is one-to-many it is going. It is one-to-many it is going. It is one-to-many it is going. Yes or no? That is one-to-many relationship among columns is called as what, sir? Level-based hierarchy. One-to-many relationship among columns is called as level-based hierarchy. Now, some of the level-based hierarchies requirement I am giving. One is customer hierarchy. Customer hierarchy requirement is what, sir? Region after districts, district after sales rep after customer. I given this example as for my data availability, sir. In this customer table, whatever columns are available, based on that one, I given this hierarchy. This is what my requirement. My requirement is what, sir? This is what my requirement. I want to have 4 levels. That means my reports will be having region-wise analysis, district-wise analysis, sales representative-wise analysis, customer-wise analysis. Are you clear? How many levels we want? That levels will be given by the customer. Customer will give you, boss, I want to analyze my report in this ways. That means levels will be there always. Are you clear, sir? Right. Next, time hierarchy. Time hierarchy also, my customer clearly said, I want to analyze my reports year-wise. I want to analyze my reports quarter-wise. I want to analyze my reports month-wise. I want to analyze my reports day-wise. Then I given here 4 levels. Suppose your customer came and asked you, I want to analyze half-year-wise also. Then we need to go for what's the one more layer here, that is half-year also. Number of levels always decided by customer. Number of levels always decided by customer, how we want to analyze, That information, if you don't know also, no issues, you can go and get from him. Next, product hierarchy, it contains type, subtype, next, generic and specific. I am a customer now, I given my requirement to you. Then we need to do this exercise. Before doing this exercise, I want to know the uses of this one. What is the use of this level-based hierarchies or any hierarchy? It supports these are the functionalities. One is what, sir? Drill down. What do you mean by drill down? Navigating from high level to low level is called as drill down. I mean to say year to quarter, quarter to month, month to day. That is called as what, sir? Drill down. Second one is drill up. Navigating from low level to high level is called as what, sir? Drill up. Example, day to month, month to quarter, quarter to year. Drill across. Navigating from one hierarchy to another hierarchy is called as drill across. I mean to say, year to quarter, quarter to month, month to day, day to region. That means what, sir? Day is the part of time hierarchy. Region is part of customer hierarchy. Am I moving from one hierarchy to another hierarchy, sir? If you move like that, then it is called as drill across or drill by. We will discuss level-based measures, aggregate navigation, time series measures later point of time. As of now, we need to understand these three things. Now we got the clarity why I need to create hierarchy. Why you need to create hierarchy, sir? To support these all functionalities, we need to surely take help of hierarchy. Without creating hierarchy, we will have a lot of problems. Let us say I will show you one problem. I am a customer. I ask you a report. That contains two columns. One is, let us say, new report, analysis, supplier sales. I given two columns requirement. One is year column I want. Then I want dollars column I want. Click on results. Then we got here output. Year versus dollars is what? I am a customer, I saw this report. After I saw this one, I got a question, what that is? In 1998, I have a lot of sales. In 1999, I have less sales. Then immediately I got doubt, why it is less sales? I want to analyze low level, that means quarter level I want to see. Then I will call developer, man, here I am facing some problem. In 1999, less sales is available. I would like to see quarter level sales. Can you please develop me one more report? Then we have to go back and we need to develop year versus quarter versus dollars. You will see that also. And again you will see, man, I am getting one more question. Why can't you can go for month level also? Then we need to go back and we need to develop one more report that is month level. Again you will ask one more. This will not stop. So that means if you have no functionality to move user friendly, then developer will be in risky. And also that will not be convenient for the analyst also. Analyst each and every time we need to depends on the developer, means it will be waste of his time or not? Waste of his time. If I am trying to click on this year column, nothing is happening because there is no hierarchy created backend. After few minutes, after we created the hierarchy, if I click on this 1998, it will go to the quarter. If I click on that quarter, it will go to the month. If I click on that month, it will go to the day. That will happen after few minutes. Let us go and create that kind of hierarchy. Yes, I am going backend, my RPD, and I am trying to create one hierarchy based on, first I will start with the easiest one, which is the easiest one is here, time. I am going for the time. I know my requirement also. My requirement is what, sir? I want 4 columns, 4 levels. One is year level, quarter level, month level, day level. That is what my requirement. I am going for my calculations. My columns are available like that or not. I have year column, no issue. I have here month column, no issue. I have here day column, no issue. But I have an issue with the quarter column. I don't have here quarter column, right? quarter column. Okay, is it available in the physical layer I am looking for? Is it available in the physical layer I am looking for? If you see here also it is not available. It's not available. Then I need to calculate that column or not? Then I need to calculate that column. To calculate that column, I have here one column. That column will be help you. I have here one thing that is what, sir? Month in year. Right click on this one. If you see the view data, how the data is populated here, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4 like this is populated. I know quarter one means how many months, sir? 1, 2, 3 months. Quarter 2 means how many months, sir? 4 to 6 months. Quarter 3 means 7 to 9. Quarter 4 means 10 to 12. That logic already you know. Why can't you can put this logic in your calculation, and why can't you can calculate quarter column? Can you calculate or not? I am seeing here month in year is not available here, so I need to go for calculation based on logical column or calculation based on physical column. Calculation based on physical column only you need to go. So I am going for this LTS. Next, click on add column. Next I am naming this as quarter. Now click on OK. I need one expression here. For that expression, going for edit expression. Yes, please tell me the expression, sir. Case when physical tables. Next I want here one column that is month in year. Month in year. How much, sir? Less than 4, then 1. Next one. Control C. I am going for next. Else 4 n. These all things I am changing. This is what, sir? Up to 7. This is 2. Up to this is 10. This is 3. How many of you people know case when statement execution, sir? How many of people know case when statement execution order? If I send a record, with the month 5, it will go and validate the first rule, sir. 5 less than 4, it's true or false? It's false. Then we'll go for the next statement. 5 less than 7, it's true or false? True. True, so it stamps the 2 value. It stamps what, sir? Second quarter, it will not execute third one. It will not execute what, sir? Third one, it will come out of case when statement. Are you clear what I am trying to say? Once it is true, then it will not execute further statements. It will come out of that case when statement. That's the reason I written it like this. Otherwise, I suppose to write here what, sir? Between 4 and 6. Between 7 and 9. Like this I need to write. But case when statement order I know. That's the reason I implemented like this. Am I clear? Click on OK. I created quarter column. No issues. Quarter column is available. Quarter column also I am taking into where, sir? Find this next. Now, can you go now and create the hierarchy, sir? Let us create the hierarchy. Right click on this time. Then I am going for what, sir? Create logical dimension. There I have dimensions with level based hierarchy. Parent child will discuss later. Level based hierarchy will have concentration now. Click on that level based hierarchy. Automatically we got here one kind of the symbol. And if you go here, automatically we got here 2 levels. One is called as detail level, other one is called as total level. Always your total level will be taken as grand total, sir. That is the reason I am saying as time total. If someone asks a question, what is your total time revenue? Then what you need to do, sir? 1998 sales plus 1999 sales you need to sum up, right? That is what the total time. If you go for the products also, we maintain one level, that is what, sir? Product total. If you go for the customers also, we maintain one level, that is what, sir? Customer total. First level must be grand total level. Always will follow that one. If you see here my hierarchy also, that is the reason I given here one level, that is what, sir? Grand total. Grand total means all years revenue is what? Or all customers revenue is what? All products revenue is what? Yes or no? Right. Now I am going for that level is clear. Always bottom one take as lowest level. Lowest level is what, sir? As per my requirement. As per my requirement, what is the lowest level? Day. This one I am taking as day level. This one I am taking as day level. Okay. Now, after this day level, what is the level available, sir? Month level. I want to create month level. Right click on this one. Next. New object. Next. Parent level. And the name of this one is what, sir? Month. Here one option is available that is called as number of elements at this level. What is this meaning is? What is this meaning is how many different values are available in the month column, sir? If you go and view data, let me take this one. Let's go and view data. How many things are available, sir? If you count this one, 16 months are available. How many rows are available? 0 to 15. 0 to 15 means what, sir? 16 individual values are available. 16 individual values are available. So always your number of elements will be how many individual values are available that we need to give. In that level, how many distinct values are there that we need to give. You may ask one question, sir, tomorrow my database is loaded with some more month means it will be 17, right? I need to change this one. Yes or no? I cannot follow this rule, right? That is the reason Oracle can come up with one more rule also. That rule is top to bottom, this number should be in increasing order. Top to bottom, this number should be in increasing order. That means your month I taken 16, the day level it should be more than 16. It may be 17 also can take. It should not be an accurate number. It should not be accurate number. Am I clear? Right. That means here this property has two rules. One rule is in that column how many distinct values are there. That distinct values you need to give over there. That is the one thing. If that is not possible, then we need to go for what, sir? Top to bottom, that value should be in increasing order. Top to bottom, that value should be in increasing order. Right. Clicking on OK. Next. Month is completed. Next level is what, sir? New object. Next. Parent level. Next. Quarter. And number of objects equal I am giving as, let us say, 6. 6. Click on OK. Next is what, sir? New object. Next. Parent level. Next. Year. I am giving year 2. Click on OK. Now, once we created these all things, map corresponding columns into corresponding levels. I am mapping year into year level, quarter into next what, sir? Quarter level, month into month level. Next, the day level, whatever you don't want, delete those all things. I am deleting all unnecessary things. All unnecessary things I am deleting, and I want to take month code also into the month level, sir. That are the same level. I am deleting unnecessary quarter, month code, month and year. Delete these things. Once you delete it, click on check in changes. Click as, they will throw some warnings. Let us try to debug those warnings. First we will go for this warning. What it is saying, sir? Has no defined key to uniquely identify members. Which level, sir, this problem is? Logical level. What is the logical level? Year. So the logical level is called as year. In this year, there is no key column it is saying. The rule is here, in each and every level, at least one key column should be there to identify its members. So here I don't have that one. That is the reason it is saying that problem. Right click on this one. Click on new logical level key. That will do. Or else manual process means double click on this year level. Then go to the keys tab. Then give some name here. Let us say I am giving year key. Then I need to associate one column. Right click here, give the year column. Year column. Then it's for a display column or not? Display column. This also used for what, sir? Primary key column. Same column I am using for display. That means in the report I want to show that one. That column only I want to use as what, sir? Primary key also. Click on OK. Now, similarly, can you make quarter also? Right click on this one, new logical level key. If you do like this, automatically back end what happens, sir? Quarter column is created and that is associated as primary key, that is associated as display. It is automation method. Just you right click and click on that one, automatically do those all jobs. Now your problem. What is the problem is, sir, here I have only one column, so I used it as a primary key column, I used it as a display column also. I have here also one column only, so I used as a primary key column, I used as a display column. But coming to here, I have two columns, one is month code. Which is display column, which is primary key column? Month is display column. Month code is what, sir? Primary key column. Because January, if I am saying January is the common, it is not a different one, right? January maybe belongs to 1998, January maybe belongs to 1999. You cannot identify uniquely. But if I give a 1998-01, is it uniquely identified or not? That is the reason we need to make month code as primary key, not for display. Month is for display, not for primary key. Let us go and make like that. Go for here. Let us say this is equal to month code key. Column is what's the corresponding column? Month code. Then is it for display column, sir? No. Is it for primary key column? Yes. Next column I want, that is what, sir? Month. And this is for what, sir? Month. This is for display column or not? Is it for primary key column? No. Are you clear? It's display column we want, right? That is the reason. Okay. Click on OK. Now similarly, here already I have your YYMMDD. This is for that only is for display column. Day level. This is for what, sir? Display column. This is for key column. If you don't want, you can remove it. No issues. Okay. I am removing this one. Then what is the next column, sir? Day column. This is for the purpose of what, sir? Day name. This is for the purpose of use for display. Click on OK. Once you did these all things, click on check in changes. Click yes. Okay, 2 warnings you'll get. Leave that warnings. Click on close. And finally, we need to do one more extra step compared to 10G to 11G. That extra step is in the fact table. LTS is there, right? In the LTS, we need to make sure the content level is there or not. What is this content level? What is this content level? Here D1 orders 2 is there, right? D1 orders 2 contains what level of data, sir? In D1 orders 2, what level of data is available? Day level data is available, or month level data is available, or year level data is available? Not all levels. You need to say one level only. If you go and see the data, I have here corresponding to time, what are the columns available, sir? Only one column is available. That is called as period key. Period key corresponding to day level or month level or year level? Huh? Day level. That is the reason day level is corresponding to what levels are here? Day level or month level, quarter level, year level? Day level. That is the reason in the LTS, we need to provide here logical level as what, sir? Day level. Are you clear what I am trying to say? In this fact table, what level of data is available? What level of data is available that we need to provide? I am clicking on OK. Okay, then go for check-in changes. Click yes. Click close. Now go for the reporting end. I am saving this one. I am going for the reporting end. Let us say I am refreshing this one. Sorry, reloading this one. Once you reloaded this one, then automatically you refresh it, this report. Previously this blue color is not there, right? Now only you got the blue color. Why? Because previously there is no hierarchy. Now we have the hierarchy. If I click on this hierarchy 1998, immediately you are seeing what, sir? Quarters. If I click on this quarter column, then immediately you are seeing what, sir? Month. If I click on this month column, immediately you are seeing what, sir? Day name columns. Are you clear this point or not? So, without creating this hierarchy, this kind of navigation is possible, sir? No, this kind of navigation is not possible. Today, you need to go to the lab and you need to practice remaining 2 hierarchies also. Region hierarchy, customer hierarchy next, product hierarchy. We have some more points to add for this hierarchy. Tomorrow we will discuss more about this hierarchies. Okay? Thank you.